Hello, everyone. Welcome to AEW Dark. Myself, Excalibur, alongside Taz. And Taz, we've got another incredible night of action ahead of us.
Yeah, going to be an excellent episode of AEW Dark. Man, check this out. QT Marshall, Dustin Rhodes, the Natural Nightmares in action in this episode.
Not only that, Superbad Kip Sabian hopes to keep the momentum going in the year 2020. He will be in singles competition here tonight.
And check this out. Tully Blanchard, well, he got himself Robert Anthony as Spears' partner. We'll see if this Anthony guy is the guy, but they got to deal with a very legit seasoned tag team in SCU. That's tonight.
Colt Boom Boom Cabana looks to keep his undefeated streak alive against Brandon Cutler. Not only that, the unlikely team of Joey Janela and the Concrete Rose Sonny Kiss will be teaming up here in tag team competition. But before all that, let's throw it down to the ring as the undefeated Jake Hager looks to keep the momentum alive, and he will be in singles action right now.
The following contest is set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Making his way to the ring from Chicago, Illinois, weighing 195 pounds, he does everything for the views. Joe Alonzo!
Well, Taz, we see Joe Alonzo taking this pretty lightly, I think.
Yeah, I know. He's looking into it, an empty audience type thing, but I'm not sure if Mr. Alonzo should be doing that here, this young man. He's got himself a tall order he's got to deal with.
He's got himself an undefeated MMA fighter, an undefeated AEW competitor.
Yeah, in a circle. Painmaker posse. It's go time!
And his opponent, from Perry, Oklahoma, the wrestling capital of the world, weighing 254 pounds, representing the Inner Circle, accompanied to the ring by Sammy Guevara, Jake Hager.
Well, I think playtime just ended for Joe Alonzo because Hager's in the house.
Yeah, Hager's got a icy look on his face. You can see that abrasion on the bridge of his nose. You received that during sparring. And it'll be interesting to see if Joe Alonzo is able to focus on that, able to use that as a weakness. The bell has rung. Referee Mike Posey drawn the duties for this matchup. And Hager.
Yeah, well, great drops. It's called a drop step. Great drop step into that go behind, and then just outpowers his opponent with those, and then those forearm shivers to the lower back.
Right in the spine, the kidneys. And now Hager just asserting his dominance in the early going.
And you can see the eyes of Hager. The eyes tell you the story a lot of times, as you know, Excalibur. Hey, good move by this young man to chop down that big redwood known as Hager.
Cazadora by Joe Alonzo.
Oh! Great throw right there. Hook and high waist. Low waist, I should say. I used to do that throw back in the day, called it a wheelbarrow suplex, but I didn't have the height that Hager did, which makes the landing much worse than when you're a guy my height.
And you see Sammy Guevara at ringside vlogging. And Guevara getting a cheap shot as the referee's back was turned. I'm not sure that was necessary, Taz.
No, probably not. But, that Sammy G, bro, he just wants to have fun. You know him. I mean, that's how his Inner Circle cats are. They're mean, vicious, violent, and that starts from Jericho. He kind of breeds them that way.
Oh, Hager telegraphed that a little bit, dropped down, but instead he's got Alonzo sent up into the corner.
Watch out.
Charges in. Alonzo gets both boots up. And now up to the middle rope coming off, but Hager catches him. Just spiked him. And now the head and arm triangle.
Yep. Well, that's a katakatami, right? Head and arm triangle, and there's your tap out. That's a nasty hold, especially when you sit through it like Hager did there. When you sit through your hips like that, that tightens that choke even more.
Here's your winner, Jake Hager.
Jake Hager making short work of Joe Alonzo, remaining undefeated inside AEW. And John Moxley better be looking over his shoulder for this man.
We've seen Hager a lot do that standing triangle, do that choke from standing with all of his height. But sitting through with that Uranagi, then taking this man down and putting that katakatami on, which I would call it, and sitting through it makes that hold even more vicious.
The following contest is a tag team match scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Making their way to the ring, the team of Matt Sells and John Cruz.
Well, that is John Cruz and Skylar Moore together, and Matt Sells in the blonde hair, the bright jacket here. They are teaming up together for the first time in an AEW ring, and they hope to make a big impression here, but they're going to have their work cut out for them, Taz.
Oh, yeah, big time for sure. But, I love the confidence of these two young guys. They're coming out here and they're locked in. It's a little different when you're teaming up with someone. You have that confidence that helps. You can feed off each other, as opposed to coming out when you're overmatched and you're overconfident. That's a little different when you're in a singles match, I should say.
And their opponents, the team of QT Marshall and the Natural, Dustin Rhodes.
Nice catch.
Well, the Natural Nightmares escorted to the ring by Brandy Rhodes. They are under the tutelage of Arn Anderson, the head coach of the Nightmare family, and thus far as a unit, QT Marshall and QT Marshall and Dustin Rhodes undefeated in the AEW competition.
Yeah, and there's something about this team of Marshall and Dustin, of QT Marshall and Dustin, and of course Brandy with them. It's just something works. It's just something about them that you wouldn't think they would be a good cohesive unit, but they really are, and they are really good friends, which is pretty cool.
That's right. They are training partners. They are friends, and in Brandy and Dustin's case, brother and sister-in-law.
Of course, right. So that's family, right? So that we know that clicks, that works, but, man, I'll tell you what, right now, if you're John Cruz, you're looking at someone across the ring in Dustin Rhodes, and you're giving up a lot of experience, a lot of size, so you're in a lot of trouble, in my opinion.
Yeah, Dustin Rhodes more in-ring experience than John Cruz has years on Earth, so it remains to be seen if that will play a factor, but Dustin Rhodes just running right through Cruz, and now puts on the brake, sends him into the ropes, goes for the trip.
Yeah. See, Dustin, beautiful arm drag right there, and controlling his opponent. And it's just, what people don't realize about Dustin, he is a stickler. He's a tactician in that ring. He's a stickler for stuff to get moves right. His footwork's always been right for decades.
So fundamentally sound is Dustin Rhodes. And John Cruz finding that out the hard way right now as QT Marshall comes in with that big close in the corner. And Dustin with an even bigger shot right there. QT covers 1, 2. Only a 2 count from referee Rick Knox.
And QT Marshall, is something about QT too, man. He just, he's paid his dues in this industry, right? And it's awesome to see what's been happening for him here in AEW because he's earned that.
He has now the tag out to Matt Sells. Sells comes in and now, giving a little wiggle there. Oh, and QT makes him pay for it.
He got lit up in the jaw right there with that kind of a quasi uppercut by QT Marshall.
QT popping him right under the jaw, shot to the midsection. Whoa, big knee lift takes Matt Sells off his feet. Now QT, the standing Mariposa.
Dustin on the cover.
1, 2. No, only a 2 count as Sells able to kick out. Dustin maintaining head control of his opponent and dragging him over to the corner, Taz.
Yeah, exactly, and that's what Dustin, as a pro, as a veteran, as a seasoned athlete in this ring and ring wars, he will cut the ring in half. And QT Marshall knew exactly what he was doing. They're gonna take Matt Sells and keep him away from John Cruz.
Double Russian leg sweep there by the Natural Nightmares. Cover again. 1, 2. 2 count only. Matt Sells once again able to kick out. But he is reeling. QT looking to keep the pressure on.
Yeah, nice short forearm shiver by QT Marshall. Pinpoint on the jaw. Quick reversal here by Sells.
And Cruz with a knee to the back of Marshall, but Marshall makes him pay with that right hand. And a palm strike there.
Quick palm strike.
Underneath the chin, cover 1, 2. Barely a 2 count as QT able to kick out.
Like that cover by Sells, he drove his forearm across the jawline of QT Marshall. Didn't get the victory, but good job on the cover.
Yeah, an aggressive cover there by Matt Sells. And now Cruz tagging in. And repeated boots to the midsection. Great tag team continuity by this pair making their AEW debut.
Yeah, those quick tags in and out, keep the man fresh, keep QT Marshall thinking. Pinpointed the elbow joint of QT Marshall.
And now the cover. 1, 2.
And, it's tough to explain to anyone who's never been in the ring, and you know what I'm about to say here, Excalibur.
Oh, look at Skylar Moore using that bottom rope to choke QT Marshall while the referee's attention was diverted.
When you're getting your rear end whipped and you're getting someone tagged in and out, and it's a 2-on-1 situation, and they keep covering you, you got to keep kicking out. It exhausts you. It blows you up, and it's really tough on you cardiovascularly.
You can't catch your breath, and Sells continuing to punish the lungs of Marshall there. 1, 2, 2 count only.
Those are high stack covers too, and you can see Sells and Cruz. This is not their first rodeo, these two guys. Okay, they know what they're doing in there.
And in typical situations when you have an arena full of fans, the instinct may be to play to the crowd to try to appeal to them. But right now they can keep their focus all on their business, but not when QT Marshall is doing that, Taz.
Yes, Sells got driven face first. Here comes the 6'6" Dustin Rhodes now. Watch out, baby.
Dustin hits the ropes, hits 2 consecutive clotheslines. John Cruz on roller skates there. Standing or switch and Dustin saying not today and hits him with that big right uppercut. Manhattan dropped by the natural, and he charges in with a running bulldog, planting John Cruz. Sells comes in, and it's a power slam.
Quick hips on that snap power slam by Dustin. Looks like he's gonna get QT Marshall back in this thing here. John Cruz in grave danger.
Oh, look at Cruz up on the
Hell is
shoulder.
this?
We've seen them use that before to great effect, and once again, 1, 2, 3, the Natural Nightmares once again picking up the victory.
Here are your winners, the team of QT Marshall and Dustin Rhodes.
Oh, great job by the Natural Nightmares with Brandy Rhodes also. Excellent stuff right there. Tell you what, Sells and Cruz, they had a good outing for themselves.
They showed a lot of potential there, but the potential that Dustin Rhodes and QT Marshall showed, I think, is going to be something to watch in the coming weeks and months.
The following contest is a tag team match scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Making his way to the ring, accompanied to the ring by Tully Blanchard from Niagara Falls, Ontario, Canada. He is the self-proclaimed chairman of AEW, Shawn Spears.
Well, Taz, Tully Blanchard has launched the search for Spears to find Shawn Spears, a tag team partner, somebody that will shatter the earth here in AEW. Is Robert Anthony that individual?
We shall see. We're going to find out right here.
And his tag team partner from Joliet, Illinois, Robert Ego Anthony.
Ah, Ego.
Yeah, Robert Anthony used to, he's got 20 years of in-ring experience. He's wrestled around the globe, and he was one of the first entrants that caught Tully Blanchard's eye in the search for Spears.
Which is, I got to give Spears and obviously Tully Blanchard a lot of credit. I mean, giving a massive opportunity to this young man here, who's got experience, obviously. Speaking of experience and legitimacy, here we go.
And their opponents from Southern California, representing SCU, Frankie Kazarian and Christopher Daniels.
Christopher Daniels, Frankie Kazarian, the most experienced unit within SCU. The Fallen Angel, Christopher Daniels, and Kazarian have teamed together for over 15 years.
Yeah, I know both of these men for a very long time. I consider them good friends, and they are just qualified, top-notch AEW stars, pro wrestlers. I mean, top-tier international stars. So, look, Shawn Spears to me is a tremendous athlete, a tremendous, tremendous star. But let's see with this Robert Anthony, if they work as a cohesive unit, maybe. It's not a good sign when they don't come out together, right? So if you think about that, Anthony and Spears, right? Well, I guess not.
No. Not. Oh, Robert Anthony saying he's going to show Spears what he's got.
Said it took him 20 years to get here. So.
And now Spears giving him the chance. Robert Anthony, Robert Ego Anthony, starting off with Frankie Kazarian, collar and elbow tie up center of the ring.
Well, that lockup, that tie-up shows you a lot right there, and trying to break that grip on that 2-on-1 into a complete arm wringer shows this guy right away. You can see he knows what he's doing from just jump.
And we see
Tully, man.
Yeah, Tully recording the match, making some notes in his search, and now Robert Anthony with the advantage. He's got the arm of Kazarian isolated. Kazarian makes his way back up to his feet. I think he was thinking tag there, but Anthony dragged him towards center. Kazarian escapes. Backs Anthony into the ropes, sends him in. Deep arm drag by Frankie Kazarian. A second one, and Kazarian hangs on.
See the knee, look at the knee of Kazarian in the back of the head, neck area, controlling Robert Anthony's body, not just barring the arm, but controlling that head. But and this young man, Robert Anthony, realized that. He swiveled his hip and got to a vertical base real quick to avoid that.
But Anthony dragging Kazarian out of the corner, but Kazarian hangs on. That's that tight grip, Taz.
Yep, that's it. It's all hand strength. As you know, Excalibur, you got to have strong fingers, strong wrists, strong hands to be a top-tier pro wrestler. And obviously, Kazarian had that. But hey, Robert Anthony got out of the armbar.
But Kazarian immediately escaping when he sensed danger, getting back towards friendlier waters, shall we say. The opposite side of the ring, the corner, the far corner, across. Now, Spears charges in. Kazarian answers with an arm drag.
Yeah, Spears was reading the riot act, kind of telling Robert Anthony, watch how it's done, and stay in that corner. And then he got arm dragged, meaning Spears.
And Kazarian tags out to Christopher Daniels, who comes in with that point of his elbow, driven in to the arm of Sean Spears, and a leg lariat. Takes the chairman off his feet. Lateral press. Barely even a 1 count.
Quick, tight cover, though.
That is the ring generalship.
That's right.
Of Christopher Daniels. With Spears.
Man, he brings the physicality. Every time you watch this man compete, he is a physical son of a gun, man. He really is.
Textbook scoop and slam and stomp to the face.
Good job right there, right across the jaw and cheekbone area.
And we've spoke previously about how Sean Spears has ratcheted up the aggression since coming under the tutelage of Tully Blanchard.
Kazarian tagged himself in here. I don't think Spears is realizing this, that Kazarian's legal. Watch out.
Oh, Kazarian comes over the top of the leg lariat. Robert Anthony eats the Manhattan drop. And then driven in face first to the knee of Daniels. Daniels with the STO. And now Christopher Daniels and Frankie Kazarian with Sean Spears isolated in the ring. Just heated shots by SCU. Cover. 1, 2.
You can just see the chemistry, Excalibur, between Kazarian and Daniels. How smooth, like all the years and the matches all over the world. It just jumps out where Robert Anthony and Sean Spears is the first time that they're ever tagging. So it's teaming up.
And the story between Christopher Daniels and SCU and Dark Order and the Exalted One, we found out the identity, the long-awaited identity of the Exalted One. It was none other than Brody Lee, who was pulling the strings behind the Dark Order, and they put a lot of punishment on SCU on Dynamite last week.
Oh, they sure did, and you know SCU's pissed about it. Look at the cover.
Cover by Kazarian, only gets a 2 count. But yeah, they're licking their wounds. They are undoubtedly looking for revenge. Would love nothing other than to make an example out of Sean Spears.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right now they've got to stay focused on Spears. They got him on the rope. Wow, look at Robert Anthony pulled Kaz out of the ring there.
And slammed him into the barricade. Beautiful spine buster there by Sean Spears.
Tell you what, that Robert Anthony made this happen by him breaking up that double team potential maneuver with Kazarian and Daniels, and it left an opening for Spears to do what he just did.
And I think Tully Blanchard very pleased with what he's seeing on the outside by Robert Anthony.
Well, this southpaw's aggressive. He's throwing those heavy lefts right there.
Continued shots by Anthony as he gets up and grabs the tag rope like he was there the entire time.
He's a pro, man. You can just tell he's a pro. Even if someone has a plethora, a lot of years of matches under their belt, but where were the matches? Who are they against? What promotion? What type of legitimacy? This guy, you can tell he's been around the block a few times.
As he turns Daniels inside out into a cover, only a 2 count once again. Anthony, though, looking impressive. He knows there's a lot of pressure on him in this match, not just to pick up a victory in his AEW debut, but to impress Tully Blanchard. We've seen Tully and Spears be very, very discerning, shall we say.
Yeah.
In the past, in fact, even walking out on Brandon Cutler.
That might be happening right now. I just won't get out of the ring. I thought Spears was leaving again. I'm like, he's leaving now. But you're right, on Cutler, yeah, for sure. Oh, watch this.
The spine of Daniels driven into that ring apron, and Spears dumping him out to the floor.
The guardrail was bent up.
And Shawn Spears having a lot of fun at the expense of the fallen angel. Could be underestimating Christopher Daniels here.
Yeah. I get the comedy deal. I get that. You just got to be careful. You're tagging up with someone you've never worked with before against a legitimate high-level team. Who's a legitimate tag team who's 9-5 overall in tagging up here in AEW.
And if you're Robert Anthony, that confidence by Spears has got to boost your confidence as well. If Shawn Spears feels like things are going well.
Oh, did you see what just happened there? Robert Anthony was trying to get the tag, and Spears was chatting it up with Tully Blanchard.
But Anthony catches Daniels in the scoop and the slam, a second one, and now looking for the trifecta. Anthony covers, hooks the leg, 1, 2.
When you get that many body slams in a row with that amount of intensity that we saw Anthony do, I mean, it could definitely disorientate your brain a little bit there. Wasn't enough to get a win, but still wear down Daniels for sure.
And we see Anthony keeping things very grounded, really putting the pressure on Christopher Daniels.
Good grip, both those forearms across, like making a V across the man's upper back and his upper chest with a good, grip. Good job by Robert Anthony with that rear chin.
And he maneuvered Daniels over to the friendly corner, or to Robert Anthony's friendly corner.
Yeah, right.
Into the waiting arms of Shawn Spears.
And mockingly saying, SCU.
Spears, inside cradle by Daniels, 1, 2. 2 count. Spears pulls him back, went for the full Nelson. Daniels counters, 1, 2. 2 count again.
Watch out. Whoa.
Daniels ducks under, flattens Spears, and now has a window of opportunity if he can make the tag.
Yeah, got to get over there, got to get Kazarian in. If Daniels can get to that, get there. And it's not happening.
Robert Anthony makes the tag from Shawn Spears, but Daniels ducks under the clothesline attempt. Kazarian tags in. Ducks under the shot. Now Kazarian coming in big intensity from Frankie. The shotgun dropkick takes Spears down. The rolling soul button. Knee lift. Lariat combination by Kazarian.
Great job.
1, 2. No.
Robert Anthony showing a lot of toughness on that kick out because Kazarian was peppering him left and right.
Yeah, an aggressive series of shots by Frankie Kazarian, but Robert Anthony, his head's still in the game. Swing and a miss there. Anthony, puts on the brakes. Kazarian rolls him up, 1, 2. Kazarian lays in a shot, knocks Spears off the apron. Kazarian picks up Anthony, hits the middle rope.
Leg drop.
Dropped like a guillotine from the sky. 1, 2. No, Spears hit his own partner there.
Yeah, Spears just a tad over aggressive, trying to make the save for his partner. For Robert Anthony, we got hung up.
Spears hung up in the ropes, and Kazarian has got Spears. The guillotine again, this time catching Spears between the leg of Kazarian and that middle rope.
Just Kaz and Robert Anthony now in the middle of the ring, and Kazarian is in complete control with those shots.
Laying in some big rights is Frankie Kazarian, but Anthony, he's got Kazarian up on the shoulders.
What's he doing it?
He's got him hooked in, the fireman's carry. Look at that, the rolling Death Valley driver. 1, 2, no, Kazarian able to kick out.
Could you imagine that? If he would have got the win on that, Robert Anthony, what an upset that would have been. And you would have to think Tully Blanchard would say to Spears, this is our guy.
Definitely, and Robert Anthony using a modified version of Shawn Spears' finisher, that C4 into a rolling Death Valley driver. Now the double suplex attempt.
Daniels.
Save Kazarian. And Kazarian and Daniels now laying in right-handed shots to the opposition. Anthony and Spears. And now Spears barking orders. Oof!
Didn't work.
But Anthony, man!
Lines for everybody. Now Spears in control of Kazarian.
He's got Kazarian up. He's in that fireman's carry.
Switch right there. Watch out!
Oh, no, man. Anthony hits Spears and he... Beautiful combination there by SCU.
SCU saw that little bit of a second of an opening. They took advantage of Robert Anthony.
And look at what Spears.
Well, it's like
Spears bailing out.
It's like we've seen before, like we discussed what happened with Brandon Cutler and whatnot. And Robert Anthony, not wasting time, takes out SCU.
Yeah, double clothesline there. But he just said you screwed up. Spears screwed up twice before that.
Yeah. You got to have a little bit of accountability, Sean. Let's be honest here. Wow.
I mean, maybe this is their plan. See what this guy could do against better numbers or against worse odds. But right now, looks like SCU. Oh no. Daniels headed up to the middle to the top. The best Meltzer ever. Cover 1, 2, 3. That is it. SCU picking up the victory.
Here are your winners, SCU.
Well, super impressive by SCU. They took advantage of the opportunity. You can't blame them. I guess, got to give a kind of a weird assist to Shawn Spears for the victory because they left Robert Anthony high and dry. Man, I'll tell you, Robert Anthony looked pretty good for a chunk of this match, Excalibur.
He looked extremely well until this point. That best Meltzer ever, that best moonsault ever pile driver combination from SCU. That spelled the end for Robert Anthony, and I guess the search for Spears will continue.
I'm surprised. I mean, I'll tell you, like I was saying, I would think Tully Blanchard was liking Robert Anthony, but not happening. It seems like that anyway. Left him just thrown for the wolves in SCU.
And SCU looking very impressive. You have to imagine their search for vengeance against the Dark Order will continue here in All Elite Wrestling. Oh, Spears continuing to lay in shots to Robert Anthony, despite Spears being the one that walked out. Oh, there's the C4 as he just flattens Robert Anthony.
Come on. Get out of here. That's good, Sean. Come on.
Spears saying that Anthony is not it.
Yeah, you heard it right there, and I'm sure that directive came directly from Tully Blanchard. Both Blanchard and Spears always on the same page.
The tag team technician, Tully Blanchard, continuing his search.
Yeah, I think you see just what it's headed. Let the hammer off and let it.
The following contest is set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, making his way to the ring, representing Leeds, England, by way of Atlanta, Georgia, Suge D.
Well, Taz representing Leeds, England. Suge D, that's a long way from Atlanta, but he's here tonight and he's here to compete against a bona fide Englishman.
And his opponent, accompanied to the ring by Penelope Ford from Gorston, Norfolk, England, weighing 181 pounds, Super Bad, Kip Sabian.
Well, kudos to Dasha Gonzalez getting Norfolk, England right on the first time. It took Justin Roberts about 16 weeks to get that one.
Not to be confused with Norfolk, Virginia.
No, not two completely different places. But Kip Sabian, of course, representing Norfolk because that is not only where he's from, but where he trained along with the Knight family. Great pro wrestling legacy there. And there we see Super Bad Penelope Ford, who has been on a hot streak. We saw last week on Dark, she actually picked up a win over the former AEW Women's World Champion, Riho.
Oh, massive win, not just a win, right? You know, I mean, that's a huge, huge upset victory on the first ever AEW Women's Champion in Riho by Penelope Ford, but that beautiful fisherman suplex she hit with a great bridge. But Suge D is confident, huh?
I think Kip Sabian might be underestimated. He's Taz, this is the one mistake they teach you. Do not turn your back on your opponent. And Kip,
he's just keeping his back to his opponent. Yeah, Kip's got, look, he's got no confidence problem. You know that, dude. Like, he's just over-the-top arrogant, man.
And just blatant disrespect being shown here to Suge D by Kip Sabian. But Suge rolling up, Kip Sabian. 1, 2. Oh, almost made short work of Super Bad. Kip Sabian charges in. Suge goes for the trip. Goes leapfrog up and over the top. Beautiful monkey flip launching Sabian across the ring.
Tell you what, he's smooth, man. Suge D, smooth, definitely very quick-footed athlete. Speaking of foot, his foot just got stomped by Kip.
Kip telegraphed that one a little bit. Yeah.
Watch out.
Sabian telegraphs once again. Oh. And Suge D.
Oh, good game.
Showing some serious confidence, but maybe have to make a dental appointment after that right-handed shot. And now,
what is Kip? Oh, wow, Penelope Ford taking out the head right there, Suge D.
Double foot drop kick to the head of Suge D while the referee Bryce Remsburg attention was diverted.
Yeah, Bryce was upset. Bryce has a very high-pitched voice. I just wanted to point that out.
When he gets animated, that's how you know he's serious.
Wow.
And Sabian now putting the boot across the jaw of Suge D. Sabian seems to have turned a corner here, now ratcheting up the intensity. Well, and now Penelope grabbing the hair of Suge and just choking him over the middle rope.
Yeah, it's tough if you're Suge D. What do you do? You have it's a female, right? You're not gonna, do anything. You're getting choked out across the rope, and we've seen it a bunch, Excalibur. We've seen Kip interject himself in Penelope's matches and vice versa. So, no shocker, right? I mean, let's be honest.
Yeah, that's right. Kip played a, shall we say, outsized role in Penelope picking up that win over Riho. And now Kip rolls through after the Gamengiri. A little bit of stall, the running knee strike. Cover, hook the far leg. No, only a 2 count.
Put aside everything with Superbad, Kip Sabian, his arrogance, his pompous attitude, and everything with Penelope Ford. He is a well-tuned, fine athlete in between these ropes.
And now bringing Suge up to his feet and driving him face first into that corner turnbuckle pad. Sabian, those big digging stomps to the midsection.
Oh, Suge's got to get his hands up, protect his face a little bit, get his hands off those ropes. I don't know if it's a cardiovascular thing or what, but nice ukemi roll out of that corner.
The Bandera sends Suge up and over the top. He answers the right hand to the side of the head of Sabian. Went to throw the line,
yeah,
but
missed that left line, and then got caught a kick across the head.
And barely hanging on to that top rope. And now Suge being brought back in.
Whoa. This is bad.
Oh, no.
Suge's in trouble.
Oh, the twisting neck breaker off the ropes. Cover 1.
Got him.
2.
That's it.
No.
Wow.
Suge, a lot of fight left in him.
Suge D. Suge D, by the way, is short for Sugar Dunkerton.
Yes, it is.
Yes. Just wanted you to know that.
Competing all over the world.
He's wrestled for various promotions throughout the U.S. as well, so we're part of the world too.
Yes.
Just want to point that part out. He's got an overhook right here, Sabian.
But Suge using his size to muscle Kip back to the corner. And now bringing him out, rolling Sabian towards center. Goes up and over the top. Suge rolls through with that 3/4 roll, ducks the lariat attempt, coming off, going in between the legs, and fakes high. Oh, that's not the first time Kip's seen that one. Oh, big right hand by Suge.
All of that for a right hand, but it worked.
Waist lock, Sabian trying to fight his way free. Suge goes up and over the top, escapes underneath, and sends Kip into the rope. The trip.
Tripped him up.
And now Suge D with the rolling elbow strike.
Cover him, kid. Go
Cover
ahead.
1, 2. No! Sabian kicking out just in the nick of time. Impressive performance here by Suge D, Taz.
Yeah, no doubt. He's very impressive. I did not expect this out of Suge D for sure. Kip Sabian literally is rocked here.
And no pun intended, Kip was keeping his eye on the ball as he hit that rising kick to the face of Suge D. And now half and half suplex, dumping Suge over the top. Sabian bringing Suge up to a vertical position. Russian leg sweep, and then he transitions into the submission. Almost like a ground octopus hold.
Yeah, no, unless your head could slip out of this, you got to tap. You have no choice but to tap.
Here is your winner by submission, Kip Sabian.
And as crazy as it sounds, believe it or not, it looked like Suge D's head was about to slip out. If he didn't have all that hair on his head, let's just say he had a shorter haircut or a bald head, he probably would have got that hold.
But Kip punishing Suge D and picking up the victory. That confidence was well earned. Taz, let's break it down. What happened here?
Well, that's what I'm saying. When you watch, Sabian was just bringing the offense, but watch his head. If you watch Suge D's head, it's starting to slip out because of the kick pad, the back of the kick pad. If you have hair there, that kind of helps keep things in line, believe it or not, with the hold. If you have skin, it's going to slip off. The hold will slip off the hold.
But Sabian was able to force the submission and continue his hot streak here in AEW.
The following contest is set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Making his way to the ring from Rancho Cucamonga, California, Brandon Cutler.
Got a little 15 action there, Excalibur.
Yeah, pretty high initiative for a man that is on a quest to secure his first victory inside an AEW ring. Brandon Cutler will have tough competition ahead of him as he squares off with the undefeated Colt Boom Boom Cabana.
Should be a heck of a matchup.
We've seen a lot out of Cutler in recent weeks, mostly in tag team matches, but he's been getting closer and closer.
Colt Cabana, boom, boom. Colt Cabana,
Boom, boom.
Colt Cabana, it's Colt Cabana.
And his opponent from Chicago, Illinois, Boom Boom, Colt Cabana.
Colt Cabana making the trip down from Maxwell Street in Chicago, Illinois. He's got the polyhedral die. I think he's had enough. Oh, Cabana making his way over here.
How you guys doing?
Hey, how are you? Colt Cabana script.
Let's call it good. Put me over. Let him
Put you over.
do it.
All right, yeah.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, you told us about the thing.
Yeah, the thing.
The thing. All right.
You took the guy. You took Cutler's. You took his die. What'd you get?
13, not bad.
Hey,
not
that's
bad.
my gimmick.
Hey,
Stole my gimmick. Hey, son of a. All right. Anyway.
first Orange Cassidy, now me.
I know. What the hell? Colt Cabana. It's great that he came over to the desk like that and said hi. Huh? Isn't that nice?
Yeah. Especially
He go, yeah.
coming over here to tell me how to do my job.
Yeah.
Colt Cabana. All right, in a nutshell. And this singles match to kick off AEW Dark.
Yeah, Boom
Bryce
Jones.
Remsburg Jones.
Just when a
will
song
be
gets
here.
weird. You ever notice that?
Yeah,
What's
that little jazzy breakdown.
That little disruptive jazz breakdown.
But Brandon Cutler looking very focused right here. As Cabana and Cutler, the bell rings. Great show of sportsmanship there.
Well, no, you got to be careful with Colt Cabana. So that's the thing. He acts like he's everyone's friend. He's funny, ha-ha Jones. I get it. But see, then he does stuff like that. He'll get you, though. He'll get you. That's what I mean. He's a little deceiving.
Yeah, Cabana's so well seasoned in that British catch can style of professional wrestling. He was able to catch Brandon Cutler off guard.
He's so shy.
And Cabana, of course, having a little fun here. And say,
Yeah, Cutler's got to be careful. You can't let Cabana kind of control you like this.
look at this, Cabana offering his hand. He's giving him a free move.
Oh, God, that's when you snap a guy's elbow. You kidding me?
Oh, but Cabana reverses. Headlock switch into the hammerlock. Nope. Brings Cutler around and sends him for a loop.
Cabana taking another lap.
Taking a victory lap. And
Better watch you don't blow up.
what's up, Cabana? Cabana very pleased with himself here. And he's got he does have an undefeated streak. But oftentimes, Taz,
Yes, Scott, I'm sorry.
the most dangerous competitors are the ones with the least to lose, such as Brandon Cutler, who is still seeking his first victory in an AEW.
Well, he is, and that's the thing with Cutler. He's going to get to a point where he's kind of desperate, and that's what's going to make him dangerous because he's been looking great, Cutler. And, you got Boom Boom, Colt Cabana here, just kind of, mocking, kind of having fun at the case of that Cutler.
And that's can only serve to anger Brandon Cutler. Brandon Cutler usually pretty jovial, pretty lighthearted fellow, but a human being can only take so much humiliation, Taz.
Yeah, absolutely. And now you get a chance here again to get a 2-on-1, 2 hands on one wrist, and then you see getting out wrestled by Colt again, but maybe
Cutler.
not this time. Yeah.
Cutler turning the tables on Cabana there. And Cabana, he's a little impressed that Cutler is able to gain the upper hand. But, Cutler, no slouch, despite the fact that he took a few years away from professional wrestling. He is a contemporary of the Young Bucks. But Cutler opts not to take the arm. Cabana leapfrogs up and over the top. Cutler, though, goes behind the back. Cabana catches the boot. Irish whip into the ropes. Nope, reversed. Cabana goes up underneath.
Right under. Look at that.
Telegraph the lariat attempt. Cutler
Wow, look at that. Oh.
goes off the top, and Cabana walks into the arm dragon. Now Cutler has the arm of Colt Cabana isolated.
Excellent job. Get a knee. There you go. Put that knee behind the head. He just read my mind. I was going to say, Cutler, get that knee behind the head. That helps control. And Colt knew that. That's why Colt sat up.
Cover hook the far leg. Cabana kicking out immediately at one. And Cutler keeping the pressure on that left shoulder of Colt Cabana.
Absolutely. He's got it in deep. Got the arm bar in deep. Got a good figure 4 grip going on there, this Cutler.
Now Cabana forcing Cutler back to the ropes to
Got to break the hold.
clean break there for Cutler.
Yeah, that's it. Don't even listen to
Cabana
him
was
talk. I don't blame Cutler. Smack him around already enough. He's trying to
Cabana
he's trying to help him get a win.
Oh!
It's not to get angry here.
He clapped a boot together and hit Cutler with that up kick. Cutler wild swing and a miss. Cabana building up steam. Goes through the tiaras. Takes down Brandon Cutler, and Cutler retreats to the outside.
Yeah, Cabana's feeling it here.
He's feeling it, but the super vacancy crowd here is not feeling it as Cutler slides into the ring.
I like that. He comes in, he comes out, he goes out.
Tope suicida from Cutler drives Cabana down. I think Cutler's head might have actually collided with Cabana's, almost like a diving headbutt through the middle rope.
Yeah, right now, Cutler has an advantage on Colt Cabana. Keep the pressure on him. Don't slow down, Brandon Cutler. Keep the pressure on him. Get this first win.
Cutler with this springboard by Cabana just evades the flying attack from Brandon Cutler. Very low initiative roll there for Brandon Cutler. Cabana has Cutler in the corner going for the flying apple. Nobody home. Cutler comes over the top, went for that kick, but instead Cabana, pow, right between the eyes, and the Superman. 1, 2, 3, that is it. Cabana remains undefeated in AEW.
Colt Cabana. Colt
Here's
Cabana.
your winner, Colt Cabana.
Well, it wasn't easy, but he got a victory, and Cabana did, but now Cutler still sitting without a win, man. Tough goings.
Cabana again extending the hand in sportsmanship. Always fair play from Colt Cabana.
Well, I wouldn't have shook his hand, to be honest with you. Colt kept telling him, I'm going to help you. You got to get your first win. There's a Superman pin, and that's the end of the match.
Cabana, when he locks in that Superman, it's game over. He gets those hooks in so deep.
I know. Dude, it's hard to kick out of that, as you know, man. You got all the guy's body, but he's a big guy, Colt. He's going forward. He's stacking you on the back of your head. Tough to kick out of that.
Well, Colt Cabana remains undefeated here in All Elite Wrestling. The future is looking bright for Boom Boom.
The following contest is a tag team match scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Making their way to the ring, the team of Corey Hollis and Mike Reed.
It's kind of reverse how you saw their names, just so you guys know. This gentleman right here, that is Mike Reed.
Yeah, Mike Reed in the white, Corey Hollis in the black, making their debut as a tag team unit here in AEW. Facing off with another first-time pairing here in AEW.
And their opponents, introducing first, from Jersey City, New Jersey, the Concrete Rose, Sonny Kiss.
Sonny Kiss still winless in the year 2020. Looking to correct that O in front of his record. And could do so here alongside the fellow New Jersey and the bad boy, Joey Janela.
I'm a bad boy.
And his tag team partner, from Asbury Park, New Jersey, he is a bad boy, Joey Janela.
Taz, as you well know, Jersey City just up the turnpike of the Garden State Parkway from Asbury Park.
Right, yes.
So we got a couple Jersey boys.
Yes.
They're teaming up.
Interesting. Wow. Joey Janela, a big Pyro Jones, huh? Look at him. Wow. Jeez.
I think Janela surprises anybody.
Damn. But interesting team, though, with these two cats here, Janela and Kiss, for sure.
Joey Janela and Sonny Kiss cannot afford to take Corey Hollis and Mike Reed lightly. Hollis and Reed looking to make an impression on the decision makers here in AEW. So Corey Hollis inside the ring to start things off with the bad boy, Joey Janela.
See Janela kind of taking his time here, just taking his stuff off, and we'll see. I mean, look, you're probably giving up some experience here against Janela and Kiss. Janela now getting control of that wrist and that arm of Hollis.
Janela, one of the deceptively technical brawlers here on the roster in All Elite Wrestling.
Right. Yeah, no, I agree. Excalibur, he's known throughout his career. He's done a lot of crazy matches, from death matches and all this stuff, and a lot of blood and guts type, violence type matches, and people that are hardcore wrestling fans know his history, right?
Not specifically a blood and guts match.
No, not that, right? Not blood and guts, right? I got it. I appreciate it.
But Sonny Kiss tags in, controlling the arm of Corey Hollis.
But the point I was going to make on Janela until you interrupted me and punked me out was that he definitely he's technically sound in the ring as a professional wrestler. Nice, well-placed elbow in the back off the ropes there.
Yeah, driving the point of his elbow down into Corey Hollis, and now great tag team cohesion from Sonny Kiss and Joey Janela.
I've been in a lot of tag matches and partners over the years, and I always hated when I would tag someone. Oh wow.
Oh, the rapid kiss missile.
Talk about getting tagged. I would tag someone, then they would tag me right back. And I understand why you want frequent tags, but it's like, I just got out of the ring, bro. Now you're tagging me again? Like, I never said that publicly. I just wanted to share that. Now Sonny Kiss controlling Hollis.
Taz giving us a little insight here on AEW Dark.
To my wrestling psyche.
But, Sonny Kiss and Joey Janela showing off some great teamwork. Mike Reed has yet to tag in for his team. This has been all Kiss and Janela.
See Janela's rack, his teeth. You could have seen Dr. Britt Baker. He's got some rough teeth.
He has admitted that it is oof. Sonny's got Corey Hollis all tied up to Kiss my ass.
Hollis having a rough night on YouTube.
Hollis knocked back in the center of the ring. Joey Janela with the waistlock. German suplex with the release. And Sonny and Janela.
All righty.
That's for you and you only, YouTube.
Couple of Jersey guys having a good time.
Couple of Jersey guys doing Jersey things, but
yeah.
Corey Hollis, that cross chop across the throat of Sonny Kiss. Irish whip into the ropes. Hollis telegraphed it. Kiss got the boot up. Sonny ducks under. Kick to the midsection.
Sonny Kiss on a hop. Here we go. Whoa.
The boot caught once again by Hollis, and now. Oh!
Wow.
Sonny Kiss brought down into the split, and Mike Reed came in with a knee strike. And now Reed, with the side head, like raining right hands on the face of Sonny Kiss.
Mike Reed pounding right there on Sonny Kiss. What if Mike Reed wore that gear? St. Patty's Day wasn't too far behind us. Screaming a lot of Kelly Green, screaming with a big right hand, too.
Big right hand underneath the jaw of Sonny Kiss. Now Mike Reed, from the moment he became an active player in this matchup, the fortunes have turned for his team. Lateral press. Only a 1 count.
Yeah, you're right. Reed definitely, once he got in, Hollis was getting bounced around a little bit. But once Reed got in, he was, his team had the advantage. Right there, he might have screwed up, talking too much trash. Now Sonny Kiss is lighting him up with some forearms. Whoa!
Mike Reed, though, sweeping out the leg. It was a great dodge by Sonny Kiss, but Reed with the heads-up move just swept out the ankle of Sonny Kiss.
Speaking of heads, nice head butt right there by Hollis.
Hollis and Reed working very well as a tag team, Taz.
Yeah, no doubt. Hollis putting all his body weight on the upper back, and while he has that rear choke, that rear chin lock, I should say, on Sonny Kiss.
They had some early difficulties, but right now Sonny Kiss is trying to fight out of that choke, but Sonny. Wow. But Hollis recognizes the danger, has the wrist of Sonny captured, sent Hollis into the ropes.
Oh, almost missed it, but caught it.
Caught the kick. 1, 2. No, 2 count only. Hollis goes back again. 1, 2.
Yeah, relentless right there with the cover.
Deep
is
cover.
Hollis. I always feel like Hollis should be tagging with Janela. They kind of have the hair that looks similar.
They saying there's
some kind of similarity there. I don't know what it is.
Dirtbag knows Dirtbag?
Dirtbag Jones, yeah.
And now, right hand across the jaw of Sonny Kiss. Mike Reed, he's been laying in some heavy shots on Sonny.
Well, that little slowdown, you got to be careful. Just stay on him. Just stay on the guy.
And Janela needs to get his feet planted on the apron. It would not be a legal tag, even if Sonny were to make it over there. And he recognized that. Got grounded. And just in the nick of time.
Oh, there it is.
Sonny makes the tag. Janela coming off the top. Diving cross body.
There goes the bad boy.
And there goes Hollis. Taken down. Janela jawbreaker. Joey hits the ropes, comes running in. Big clothesline from the bad boy.
Exploding right through Mike Reed.
Corey Hollis is up, and the Death Valley driver. Hollis sandwiched onto Reed. And now Sonny looking for the tag. Sonny Kiss tags in. Hammer throws her own partner into the rope. Oh! But now Sonny coming over the big flipping axe kick from Sonny Kiss. What impressive agility from Sonny, as now he's up to the middle. Janela up to the top.
What the hell is this?
Janela off the back of Sonny Kiss with the elbow drop.
Look at Kiss.
Oh,
no!
Kiss is it. One, 2, 3.
Split City. Oh, man, that's a rough pin. And this team of Janela and Kiss.
Here are your winners, the team of Joey Janela and Sonny Kiss.
Well, Jersey's finest right there, ladies and gentlemen.
The elbow drop off the top rope, followed up by the Kiss is it. That spelled the end of the night for Mike Reed.
There's that elbow you just said, and then watch this split.
Boom.
That was
Sonny Kiss. Wow. An impressive tag team outing for this unlikely pair, Taz.
Yeah, very unlikely pair, but successful in this outing. Good job by both Kiss and Janela.